Good morning and welcome again to another Making Mondays Matter. As usual, I trust that our week last week was productive and we are all getting ready or are ready to face yet another week. Here in Barbados, we are about to go into yet another lockdown. Some prefer to call it a pause. And so I trust that we are preparing ourselves as best we can for the next 2 weeks as the country itself goes into this period of adjustment and readjustment and repositioning. Many have not yet recovered from the last one, and so this morning I want for us to uh, focus on the aspect of being a part of the solution. Being a part of the solution. What am I speaking about? There are many who are still challenged with all that is happening. And I'm not just speaking of inconvenience. There are persons who are hurting and hurting significantly. I know that, especially those in the hospitality industry, were hoping that this winter season would bring some relief to the difficulties that they would have experienced starting last year. And here we are again with our major employer, one of our major employment sectors, having to go through a period of shutdown again. And it's not just in numbers, not just statistic, it's not just simply economics that we are speaking about. There are many persons' lives and families that are being impacted. And so when I say let's be a part of the solution, I'm saying to us, let's see what we can do to assist those that need our assistance, even if it's just lending a listening ear. Because oftentimes there's not a whole lot that you can do. For example, we're going into this lockdown, and there's not a whole lot you can do about going into the lockdown. You can prepare yourself as best you could, but you can't change what has to happen. But how we respond to it is the important aspect that I'm speaking about this morning. And so I want for us to see how best we can be a part of the solution, helping each other get through this period. If we are to believe what the WHO is saying, many of us in the third world and developing countries will not have access to any substantial quantities of the vaccine before probably summer this year or even towards the end of this year. And so we need to adjust our lives to deal with what's happening. And for some, it is not just a material and financial strain that they're dealing with, but it's the psychological and mental aspect also. So I'm saying for us that we need to be our brother's keeper. We need to see what we can do to help each other get over this gap, to get through this period of difficulty, to see what we can do to be a part of the solution. Maybe you can partner with one of the service organizations as they also put together their outreach programs. Maybe you're a local church, maybe you're a community group, because oftentimes we need to be working with others to multiply our input into the solutions that we are seeking. And so as we go into this week, and I dare say as we go through these next 2 weeks, let's see how best we can contribute to the solutions that we all seek. Solution of getting back to some sense of normalcy, getting back to earning, getting back to a living, getting back to interacting with friends and family. These are all important. And so until we meet next week, let's look for ways to be a part of the solution. This is David Ince for Living Successfully Inc. And for those of you who will be joining me via the YouTube channel, I encourage you to subscribe and like and hit the notification bell so that when new content comes out, you can be notified. So until next week, have a productive week and let's see how we can be a part of the solution.